What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dermy Wormy, and I have another localizer story for you because after this whole localizers AI situation that popped off, we've been talking more and more about localizers. You know, we've had 8+ years of awful politicized English localizations and games and animes and stuff from this Niche Gamer article right here, and we've been discussing this more and more almost every day, every week. There's something new to talk about, something new to actually engage with, and today's no different, and actually kind of hurts to have to go over, because from Japan to worldwide to the world, how to translate a game. This is an interview with a series of Bandai game designers and how they localize the world, and well, it's cultural engineering and it's social engineering is what it boils down to. Because as we start getting through some of the stuff, you know, it's just talk about like your everyday thing, you know, dealing with things like Yakuza, Dragon Infinity Wealth, Sega, all these things. Well, we start, you know, they were talking about the old times when they didn't have any actual standards or anything like that, you know, and there were no rules, no industry standards, and the quality of localization could have could vary greatly from one title to the next, says the Sega of America team, who worked on Like a Dragon Infinity Wealth, the latest title in the Yakuza series releasing on Friday. Well, you know, you have things like that, but we start going down here. Thankfully, the industry, and perhaps more importantly, consumers, have changed a lot since those days, and we are now able to be more faithful to the culture and emotional content of Japanese games than ever, the Sega team says. Localization is now integral to the design process, with international gamers in mind from the start. One key example is how Japanese game developers dress their heroines as the #MeToo movement changes mindsets. Because of things in the West, things here, we now are impacting over there. Oh, great. That's just something I love. Says Frank Gently, senior localization manager at Japanese game giant Bandai Namco. By the way, I enjoy Bandai because they own the rights to Gundam. Guess what? With them bringing this up and talking about this stuff, I'm now scared. Oh wait, I saw Gundam Witch of Mercury. Oh god, those are the people that are controlling Gundam right now. Oh, wonderful. We tell them that the cleavage is a bit too exposed, or the skirt is a bit too short, he adds. Before, they weren't very flexible, but they've become more proactive on such subjects. Oh, because of okay, here in the West, because of our BS, because of our politic BS, we are now exporting that to Japan, and they are retroactively changing stuff because of our BS. Screw that shite. Screw it. We're now exporting freaking cultural wokeness into freaking Japan. That's just wonderful, guys. Right? Wrong. They start talking about another guy in Japan who's worked on things in like Europe and stuff like that, dealing with Puckman and all the other things. But we start scrolling down here. His team at the European headquarters and Bandai Namco has adapted games including the Tekken Fighting series and the smash hit role-playing game Elden Ring into dozens of languages. The job is much of a culture change as a linguistic one, says Pierre Fregat, localization project manager at Bandai. The player, whichever country they're from, should understand and feel the same thing as someone playing in the original language, he says. No longer acceptable. The Japan Times folded that one. And this is where it all gets good. A better understanding of Japanese cultures amongst players means adaptations can be more subtle. The Yakuza series is now called Like a Dragon, closer to the original Japanese. LGBTQ caricatures and sexist cliches have also been axed. Oh, great. Because it upsets the people in the West, upsets the people in America, Britain, the UK, all those places. We're going to axe it because the snowflake social justice wokies are too freaking sensitive to have jokes and cliches and have attractive women in their gosh darn games and stuff. They have to axe it in Japan. Screw that. Literally screw that. Many representations, which were normal in Japan in the first Like a Dragon games, are no longer acceptable today. Says, I'm going to butcher this one. Masaoshi Yakamyoma. I butchered that. Not sorry. The series executive producer. We ask our teams in the United States and Europe to read the game's script, and they tell us if they see things that wouldn't be acceptable in their country. Oh, well, technically everything should be acceptable, but because you're asking woke social justice crybaby weirdos who spend all their time on frickin' Twitter, Instagram, Threads, who have to have their fifis constantly protected or over fears of misogyny and bigotry and because you have to ask those freaks. Oh, now you're getting this idea of, well, this is what Americans want. This is what Americans want. This is what Americans want. This isn't socially acceptable when it really is, and you're asking the vast minority of people for advice. Oh. Changes often focus on alcohol. Okay. Oh, what's this? Politics or religion? Why? Why these two? I don't want to know my own politics, my own religion, any of that stuff, and a Japanese property. I don't play that stuff to integrate with American things. I want to integrate with Japan stuff. I want to interact with Japan and Japanese anime, Japanese culture, Japanese things. I like that stuff. If I want to deal with American stuff, I'd be playing American games all the time. I'd be playing American stuff. I'd be reading American comics right now, doing all that stuff. Oh, guess what? Most of it's garbage, but that's great. Ask the woke social justice weirdos about politics. Oh, fantastic. Forget ads while cultural reference points also differ. And this is the best one. When there are people dressed in black boots and black leather coats in Europe, that could bring to mind the Nazi uniform, he says. Why? Why? Black boots and black leather? Maybe they're a bad guy. Maybe it's good that you're representing the Yahtzee uniform. Maybe it's good that you're showing that off as a bad guy. Oh, but hey, you know, it looks too much like a Yahtzee. It's too much like a bad guy from Germany from World War II and everything. We need to censor that. Why? Oh, because they're crying over in Europe. They're crying over in the United States. Screw them. They're not important. At the end of the day, we are now exporting our mental illness, our mental screw-ups into these countries, and they're now exporting it to the rest of the world because they know what we want. They know we want to play Japanese games. They know we're getting into anime and everything because we screwed up here in the rest of the world. Oh, but now we're gonna go over there and screw it up for them so you guys can't have it. So you guys can't have good stuff. So you guys can't escape. They're proud of this. We have been exporting the social engineering BS all over the freaking world that now they're impacting every little thing. And now Japan's even self-censoring itself, self-changing itself because we might make somebody Fifi's hurt over in Europe. Oh, the horror. Screw off. This is just so irate and just... I don't know. I don't have words. I'm so speechless with rage over this freaking garbage. I'm tired of it. I go to play my Japanese games. I go to play Pokemon. I go to play, well, right now, Pal World. I go to play this stuff. I'm Final Fantasy because I want to be immersed in this wonderful story, have attractive women out there, have a fun time, and escape freaking politics. But now, American politics, European politics, all this soft candy frou-frou bull crap is being exported to Japan where they're deciding, you know what, maybe we shouldn't be showing people like this. Maybe we shouldn't have attractive females in our game, or women in our game. Maybe we shouldn't be showing all these fun little offensive jokes anymore because it'll hurt somebody's fifis and all that. Piss off, you garbage tier company. I love Bandai as well. Bandai makes my Gunpla. Bandai owns Gundam. Oh, guess what? I watched Witch of Mercury. That stuff was freaking dog crap. Oh, but now I know why. Because they're getting all their freaking ideas from us. Great. Wonderful. Oh, you just gotta love it. Mega corporations doing mega corporation bull crap. Piss off. I'm going to leave it there, though. Let me get your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it out with your friends. Hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video and go live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.